It is February the 18th, 2024, 6:39 p.m. And I have decided that, hi you guys, you can see me. I'm in my little cave. Um I wanted to say something really quickly because I just heard something, and you guys know how I am. I address things usually when I hear them, but I didn't used to be that way. I used to be where I would let some things just kind of like sit for some months, but now it's just kind of like, I think we all know, we've all gotten well acquainted, okay, with each other's communication styles and all that. So I want to be very clear about something. My project Under the Frequency is one of many projects, and I think I've said this before. The projects that you see that fall under that umbrella, those are all they're all contributions to a larger project. That's one. Two, before I even get on to two, let's be very clear. I am not trying to explain myself to anyone, but I do understand where there can be some confusion in reference to what I'm producing right now and why. It's like, why is she putting this out? Like, what is this? These are the first drafts, okay? It's the first takes of all of my projects that will eventually, it'll be all of them, that will eventually come together and help me to tell a story in the form of poetry and meditative frequency. So we're going to be doing binaurals, we're going to be doing meditations throughout this project. I'm going to be doing some other stuff. You may not like it. So what I would suggest is, when you see me drop something, don't even listen to it. Don't listen to it, because I'm not putting it out to impress anyone. I'm not putting it out for anybody's opinion. I'm putting it out so that it has a timestamp on that bitch. You feel me? So that it has you feel me? To prove that I put it up somewhere, and also so that I can show consistency in how I'm producing my projects. I'm doing this for myself. I'm not doing it for anyone else. I'm not interested in anybody else's opinion, even though I know that it's coming. So I'll be like, well, I might as well listen to the shit. I'm open to constructive criticism. I'll never be closed off to that. I think that that's a wonderful thing. I think that if people have your best interest at heart and they really want to see you win, then they will give you good advice. But if they don't, then, they'll just sit back and, tear your shit to shreds and won't feel no type of way about it. And that's all good too, because it just thickens your skin. You feel me? So anyway, moving forward. So Under the Frequency is a project in itself. What you're seeing, all those different episodes, are going to contribute to a larger project. This is not a project for end all be all. My project is ongoing. IATV is my project. I am my project. I am my brand. Okay, so as I develop myself, that is where you will see the results. You'll start to see the results eventually. But right now, with all these blockages and things like that I have going on, I might actually have to, I might have to go the sovereign route, because the way that things are looking right now, I just don't see, I mean, at this point, somebody would have stepped up. If it was something like, as far as like our government or whatever, somebody would have stepped up by now and said, hey, this lady's going through this and such and such and such. Let's see what we can pull together so we can help her or whatever. But they didn't help my mother when they put her through it, so I don't feel no type of way. I'm like, well, I got to do what I got to do, and as a woman, in the truest sense of the word, I got to do what I got to do. Okay. And like I said, I will continue to stand as long as I can. And I don't really, I'm not the type of person to fold, you know what I mean? But at the same time, it just is what it is. And it's like, well, I got to do what I got to do for my kids. This and that, this and that. I got to do what I got to do for myself, see about my family and my lineage. However, I don't know exactly what this whole thing is. I'm still deciphering what is what, who is who belongs to what, and all of that. I'm still figuring that part out. All right. I know it's all the same thing though, so don't even worry about it. I just need to know the minute details, okay, for myself. So moving forward, what I would appreciate is if you rock with me, just embrace what I'm doing and give me the constructive criticism that you know that I need, because I know that I need it moving forward. And then allow me to continue doing what it is that I do. You know, it's like, all right, I'm making my little sounds and stuff like that. I'm making my little, these are, everything's going to be polished up when I get ready to do the final take on everything. Everything's going to be polished up. Everything's going to be, the way it needs to be. But right now, I'm putting the shit out there. Like I told you all before, I prefer that people see the growth process with me. I don't mind you being, oh my God, it's terrible. It's terrible. I don't mind that. I really don't. I actually want that so that I can take that and I can make my improvements based upon that. Okay? If I don't know what other people are hearing, then I won't, if I'm not sure how they're receiving it, then I won't be able to, make projects like that that will appeal to other people. I want it to have a positive impact on people. I'm not worried about, you know, especially with people like, oh, your voice is so phony and this and that. Stop worrying about my voice and the different variations I use. You'll drive yourself crazy trying to keep up with me in that aspect. Just leave it alone, because it's going to happen. It's not going to stop. I've been this way my entire life. I've always used different voices to express myself. I've always had different I spoke in different cadences and shit like that. Don't, like, just leave me alone about it. You get what I'm saying? Like, just let me be who I am. I'm not hurting anybody. Okay, but what it is that you've made a decision not to like me, and so you're trying to pick me apart even when you know I don't really deserve that. Okay? So moving forward, this cave shot is somewhat of a vibe. Kind of a vibe. Anyway, so moving forward, thank you all for giving me your feedback and what you could give. And I appreciate you for, checking out my projects and things like that. But I have a lot more to add to my platform, you guys. I am just starting. Like I said, I'm not advertising for a reason. I'm not advertising because you said don't advertise. Come on now. At this point, do you really think I will give a fuck about you telling me not to advertise my shit? Child, please. That would not stop me from advertising. What's stopping me from advertising is the fact that I am still developing the platform. Beyond the Scene is not even done yet. I erased the whole thing and I said I'm gonna just start over. I'm gonna just start over, completely over. You feel what I'm saying? I'm gonna just start completely over. With that, because I only had the homepage anyway. And so I was like, well, you know what? That's okay. Make Beyond the Scene a UX UI design project. And then you can also you'll fulfill your obligations over there as well. Because I said I was going to do a project for UX UI design and then put my process on my website so that people can see that I'm also a UX designer. When I start getting back into coding, that will be on the website as well. People will be able to see my process there. This is a self-development project. This is a self-developing or development platform for me. It's not meant for anybody else. Not right now. Okay? And I really wish that people would respect that. So anyway, moving forward, if you go to the Beyond the Scene page and tap into become a member, you will see all of the different categories that will be covered on Beyond the Scene. They will all start on IATB. You will only see the teasers on there. You'll see maybe 3 episodes, 2 episodes or something like that of each project. And then you have an option if you want to go and continue watching the rest of it. You can go to Beyond the Scene. That's what it's about. It's very simple. I don't think it's very hard to understand. So I'm just saying that now so that people kind of understand that this is just a small part of what I'm trying to do, and I will be polishing it up before the end of the year. But I'm not going to explain everything to everybody every single time I do something. Because I know y'all feel like, oh, whatever, we just putting you in this so you can, whatever. I'm the stepchild, right? The awkward stepchild at that. And that's completely fine, baby, because I accept myself and love myself. I've never been the type to neglect myself. And for those of you who understand that, thank you. But for those of you who refuse to see that, there's nothing I can do for you. So don't check out my platform. Don't worry about what I got going on. Mind your business, move your own way, and handle yours. And I'm going to continue doing what I can do over here. All right. So I thank you guys for tuning in, and I will see you on the next one. All right. Bye.